Okay, Pac-Man Tiny Arcade Cocktail Table, I know, but Willie, you've already done a video on this crazy thing. Yes, I did do a video on this. However, I did not realize that this has 3 other games hidden inside. I saw a video by my bud, the Atari Creep, where he reported there was 3 other games in this. Now, we all know, well, not all of us, but a few people know that in the original release of the Tiny Arcade machines, they actually had all 4 of the games in there, and there was a little jumper you had to move on the board to activate the different games. Now, that was discovered way early on by a number of people, and evidently it carried over to this little Tiny Arcade cocktail table. Now, it's been reported that these don't have the 3 games in them, so I'm kind of curious now. If this one does have the 3 games, I'm going to ask one of the other people who has one that said they don't have the games to see if maybe there's a different board revision or something that are appearing in these things. It's highly possible maybe there's 2 batches of these, a early batch that had all 4 games and another batch that didn't have all 4 games. So I'm kind of curious about that. So this is probably going to be from a older batch because I just picked this up again. The original I picked up when it first came out, which I sent to the Atari Creep, and he modded it. So I'm curious to see if this one, I got it from the same Cracker Barrel as I bought the first one, so it could be the first generation, I don't know. But it's actually on sale. They're like $12.80 today. It's Christmas Eve. So that's kind of cool. I had to spend 20 bucks to do this again. This is still sealed. So I'm going to open it up, take it apart, and find the little jumpers in there. Where is the frickin' tape? There it is. Badoop. Badoop. Come to me, little Pac-Man cocktail table. Alright, get that receipt out of the way, get these other boxes out of the way. Gotta make some room. As always, you know, I still like this thing. It's kind of cool, even though I gave mine away. So right there's the regular little Pac-Man it comes with. Awesome. Okay, so let's take this thing apart. Looks like I need a Phillips head screw. Let's see, a small Phillips head screw. Do. Out comes the screw. Oh, I just turned on the Pac-Man. Oops. Shut up, Pac-Man. So you got this little screw there. Doop. Take a little screw out there. Boop. Alright. Pop this thing apart here. Okay. Alright. So there's those little jumpers hiding down there. I want to zoom in the camera so you can see the jumpers. Whoa! Oh, focus. Focus! Focus! Focus. There we go. So right there is the little jumpers. You see B is jumpered right now, so that's for Pac-Man. So we're going to take out that little jumper and we'll connect one of these other little jumpers across and see if the alternative game will pop up when I do that. So I think my soldering iron's hot enough right now. Let's see how well I can get this off the board. Come on, get off of there. Come on. Come on. There we go. There you go. Okay. So now I've got the jumper off. So I think if I turn it on, I don't think any game will come up. I'm not for sure. I've not tried it. Oh, look. It does some kind of funky screen like checksum and flash. What's that say? Pass, flash, FM1, 6M, checksum, pass. Huh. Kind of like a little test mode. That's kind of cool. Okay, we'll turn it back off. Oh, I got fat fingers. Can't get in there. And we're going to jump her across. Let's jump her across this top one here. And turn it on. See what comes up. Oh, try it again. Not getting a good connection. I might have to solder it to get a good connection. No. Come on. Darn it. Can't get a good connection. Don't make me bust out the soldering iron again. Nope. Come on. Come on. Alright. We're going to solder that son of a gun. Where's my solder? There's my solder. We'll just jump off D up here real quick. A little dab of solder. Oh. Well, he's got the shakes. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let's get the wire out. Let's get the wire. Solder a couple pieces of wire to it. Got to do that anyway to mod this crazy thing, which I think I'm going to do in a separate video. I think I'm just going to make this video to show that it does have a hidden game, and then I'll make another video where I'll mod it to do the joystick mod, to where you can use the joystick to select the game instead of a dip switch as an alternative method. One method is not better than the other. It's just a different way of doing it. It's just more cleaner with the joystick mod than with the dip switch. But both mods, both of them work. Let's just see if I can solder this wire right across there first. Just so I can show it has another game. Do 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 do. Come on. Take that solder. Did you take the solder? I think it did. I thought it did. Guess it didn't take it. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Now I know it took it. There we go. Finally took the solder. And looky there. It's Space Invaders. Huh, cool. So all 4 games are in this little cocktail table. Now I'm going to see if I can find the board number on here, or the board revision. I talked to my buddy Glen from Glen's Retro Show. He sent me a picture of his board that didn't have the games on it. And as you can see, his board doesn't have the date code like mine does. So evidently there was different batches of these boards made, or maybe they were using up old stock from the original Pac-Mans that they made early on for these tables. And then they switched over to these other boards, only had just the one game that Glen has. So it's kind of interesting that they use 2 different boards in these little cocktail tables. Pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for part 2 of the video when I go to mod this thing to use the joystick to select the games. Awesome.
Thanks for watching.